Hello, welcome back to the Best of Wooster podcast. I am your host, Seth Screamo, and today on the Best of Wooster, I have Greg Stell, who is a wealth management strategist and advisor at Strategist. He also recently launched Apollo Wealth Management along with his sister, Gretchen Carr. Greg, let's get into this. I've heard you're a guy who stays tuned into the stock market until the bell rings.
Yeah, it's got to stay on top of it. I'm an investment advisor, and you got to keep your finger on the pulse of what's happening in the world because almost everything affects the financial markets. And I need to provide guidance for my clients to help them navigate all these world events and things that happen and look for potential opportunities that are out there.
Awesome. All right, so let's get into the questions here. What is one piece of advice your father and mentor, Jay, gave you that has struck you throughout your journey?
I mean, as a kid, I remember he would take us to motivational seminars, and it was a good positive influence on us as kids. I remember him saying, you need to work for yourself. And I remember interviewing him when I was going to college and doing a business project because they wanted me to interview a business leader. And he said, job stood for just over broke. They keep you working just to continue to get by. But he said, trying to be a business owner is how you could really try to accelerate yourself.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously you're a father as well. Now you have three sons. How do they play into inspiring your work or your life values?
I've gained more of an appreciation of time. I think maybe that's something that just happens as life goes on. But watching them grow and trying to prepare them for the future, and it's made me focus more on generational planning and planning for the future.
What would you say is one life lesson that you hope to pass on to your sons as they grow up?
Just to strive to make life better for the future generations.
Now, when you're not working or at the ice arena with your son, how do you unwind?
I actually enjoy working in the yard, and I like working and doing things around the house. So normally during the summer and the spring, you'll see me out in the garden or picking weeds or trimming the bushes, and it's just sort of a way for me to unwind.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Do you own a pair of New Balances by any chance?
No, I don't own a pair of New Balances, but I should probably get some.
All right, yeah, for sure. Now, you were in the military and you were also in the IRS. What way did that help shape you to approach your financial planning today?
Well, the IRS helped to teach me about the tax code, and the Army taught me to develop mission plans. And I feel like I'm able to apply both those things with the work I do, financial planning with clients.
Okay, yeah. So now there's a lot of other financial advisory firms in the area. What sets Star Strategies and Apollo Wealth Management apart from everyone else?
As a family business, we work together to establish customized plans for our clients. And having that dynamic makes us unique. And having a relationship with a financial advisor, it is a personal relationship. You get to know your clients' families, their hopes, dreams, their goals in life. And it's important that you find someone you work with that you trust, someone who you share their values or opinions with, who feel like will give you the proper guidance.
You stole the thunder for me for my next question here. Speaking of guidance, can you share a success story of a client whose life was transformed through your personal guidance?
I mean, we have a number of stories. The ones that come to mind are clients who have saved well throughout their life, and maybe they didn't make the most or have the best job, but they saved well and they grew their assets, and we were able to create income streams throughout their retirement. In some cases, generate income in retirement that was more than what they had made while they were working full.
What do you see are the most common financial mistakes you see that people make? And more importantly, how can they avoid them?
So it's not easy to do. It's like going on a diet. No one really likes to do it, but they do have their benefits. And some of these things are just habits. I think developing the habit is really the crucial part. There's something that I'm working with my children, is just trying to develop a really strong savings habit and teach them about good asset diversification. And long term, I think it really will make a big, big difference. It may not seem like much now, but the compounding effect is quite amazing.
What do you think is the most misunderstood aspect of financial planning?
Most misunderstood aspect would be an unrealistic expectation of what the market may generate in returns on investments. Some people get lured into watching clickbait or some hot topic that's going on, and people make it seem like it's so easy to do. And obviously, I mean, you could think about how many people do you know in your life that have done very well investing sustainably. Everyone can get lucky every once in a while, but the challenge is I look at it like it's a marathon, and you're just trying to continually progress in a consistent manner. To me, that's the key to investing. And I try to set up a realistic expectation with all my clients.
So, what motivates you to continue evolving and staying at the forefront of financial planning in our industry? Now, you said that there are some like clickbait stuff out there, or just hot topics that seem a little way out there, where people think they're going to get lucky. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, really, it's the thought that I can help my clients for their financial future. A lot of these things I've done personally, so I've learned from real world experience. And some of the guys I listen to on their various podcasts, they'll admit that some of the stuff they're putting out there is clickbait. And the ones that I appreciate over the time are the ones who are honest. You don't know the future, but you try to make the best assumptions, the best positions, and predictions that you can make, and then try to make a plan and try to stick to the plan and see it through.
Now, you talked about plans and things like that, but you guys also do seminars, right? Can you talk a little bit about those?
We've been doing seminars. I've been here for 16 years, and before I joined, I would even go and watch some of the seminars. At the time, it was the Gray Fox and the Boomer with Gen XJ, and they've been hosting events, providing meals, giving free financial events to clients, potential clients, family, friends, you name it. Anyone throughout the community is welcome to come and join. And I just love getting a chance to meet new people and visit current clients.
How do you see the current state of cryptocurrency and AI shaping the future of financial planning over the next decade?
I view them as very unique value propositions. I think they do have obviously some value, and having exposure to those asset classes is definitely worth putting into your portfolio, especially if you're a long-term investor. You never know, but it's better to have some exposure and be a part of it than be left behind. Obviously, most people don't think about it until it's already gone up. And that's when I get the most questions about an investment. So some of these things, it's just a matter of putting time in it. They say it's all about time in the market, not timing the market.
So, what advice would you give someone who's interested in investing in these emerging markets or new technologies like AI?
Just to conduct your due diligence, be cautious and do your research. There are some assets out there that are not really good versions. What you see a lot of derivatives out there. There are ways to gain access to an asset class, but you have to be careful about fee exposure. You have to be careful about how the inner workings of the fund is operating, because you want to make sure you're going to grow your wealth, and no one's going into an investment wanting to lose or planning to lose. But I could show you a lot of charts in the market of assets that have not done well and have gone down. And you really want to steer clear of things like that. You want to find things with a good track record where the people who are running it, they care. They care about their shareholders. Because you, as an investor, you're a shareholder. You want someone who cares about you and your financial future. and wants to help you accomplish your financial goals.
So speaking about caring, what impact do you hope Star Strategies and Apollo Wealth Management will have on the Wooster community in the long term?
It would be nice to leave a lasting legacy. Leave a strong legacy, as my wife likes to say.
If you had a chance to teach one single lesson to every high school student here in Wayne County, what would it be?
Just to start saving early and keep saving consistently. It will pay off in the future. I have been called out to a few high schools who have asked me to come speak with their juniors and seniors about investing for the future, and really that time value of saving and time value of money. I've shown them the spreadsheets, and I put a really realistic number in there, and I show them that with time on their side, it could really grow to a substantial amount over time. It shows for every decade that you wait, you have to double the amount of savings in order to reach the same result.
Do you have a favorite financial book or podcast that you would recommend to clients or friends?
There's a few podcasts I listen to every day after market close. Some of these guys are market professionals. I think they offer a lot of value, maybe for me more so than others, since I'm in the financial industry and I like this type of stuff. One of the books I remember reading when I was younger was The Richest Man in Babylon, and of course Rich Dad Poor Dad. But I did think that it had very sound, strong principles about savings and investing.
2025 just rang in. Is there anything that people should be aware of that Star Strategies and Apollo Wealth Management is going to be a part of?
Let me consult with my marketing director and get back to you. No, I'm kidding. Rachel's great, and every year we do financial events throughout the area, but she sets up the calendar for us, and we do client appreciation events. I know that she's got quite a bit scheduled for the year, so she can definitely tell us. She keeps me on track, that's for sure.
So how can people get in contact with you?
Well, they can call us here at the office at 330-345-5207. They can go to our website. We have starstrategies.com and investapollo.net, two websites you could visit. You could request for someone to reach out and contact you. And of course, you can email us as well, Greg at investapollo.net, Gretchen at investapollo.net, Greg Stell at starstrategies.com, and it goes on from there. But yeah, the best way, if you want to talk to somebody direct and get straight through without having to worry about talking to a robot, just call the number at 330-345-5207.
You want us to learn about?
There is a lot, but we only have so much time. No, I do appreciate you coming in and doing this event today, and I look forward to it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for listening. And if you need any other contact information, you're welcome to reach out to me as well. Your host, Seth Screamo, phone number 330-221-1547. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye.